a really cool thing. I got to the other side of the river. Cattails, and I noticed the cattails go up towards the cliff. So let's go check out this cliff. There's a reason the cattails are here. It's not a heavy flowing water. But if you look down, the soil is wet. You can see little insects down there getting mud from the soil. Little wasps, dirt daubers, whatever you can call them. If someone stepped in it and made a hole, it's still moist here. For this much moisture in cattails, there has to be some type of source of water. So, guess what? There's a cave. And yes, I'm going to check it out with you here to see. Always watch your footing though. Snakes exist in almost every habitat. Always, always, always be careful. Your life is more important than finding out what's out there around the bend. Take a look, take around. You see the moisture down there. Well, I can see it. It's right down there. There's moisture coming out of this cave. The caves around this area form naturally. They form this way. Looks like they might be living here. I don't think so, though. It's a shallow cave. It doesn't go back very far. What it is a natural source of water seeping up from the ground, trickling down from inside the cave, and coming down and flowing out across the moist, loose soil here. You have plants that are indigenous to environments like this, cattails and rancospora, and you also have the ferns that like moist, damp environments. These are good locations to find plants like this if you're on a plant hunt. Also good spot to find moccasins and other things, because moccasins look for critters that like moisture like mice. Guess what? They eat mice. They eat other things. They don't eat you. Thankfully, they're not that big. But here's a better look inside of the cave if you can. It doesn't go back too far. It's just a shallow little cave. Many of these are formed around here. Nice little cave. It's basically a collapse of the rocks coming down and washing out. If you notice though, this is a sand and soil composite mixed with loose limestone rock. On the left side of this area is a hard limestone. You have a soily composite through this area, this sort of a section. And you have limestone over there. But right there you have some more loose soil, similar to this. To my best guess and estimate is that on the right over here and on the left over there were hard limestone soil edges to a river that used to run through here centuries and centuries ago. The softer red soil here was deposited as the water washed across here. I guess it was sort of like a rift. It ran out similar to the original channel that we have now. I guess the original channel may have run this way downstream to the Guadalupe at one time. And we may be standing where the Guadalupe River used to run centuries ago. Honestly, we don't know. Rivers move and back and forth across the landscape depending on their flow and their ability to. But due to the deposit of softer soil here, I'd have to say that this at one time was a spot at the bottom of a river. That would explain why this cave-in actually formed very easily. The soil erodes very quickly. The larger limestone rocks are freed from the soil, as you can see, and they fall inside the cave. The cave's not too big, like I said, about 6 feet deep, 3 to 4 foot tall. It's got moss growing on the interior. You've got also ferns, like I've said. Beautiful example of a cave-in that's natural, that exists in nature. Wonderful experience here. Got the cattails here, and you got your babbling brook, which I always love.